Hi everybody, the class is over and I hope you really had a good time. I'm just getting over being exhausted, but I had a great time. Anyway, here's the video. It's just going to be little clips here and there from the class, just so you get a fun feeling from it, things for you to remember, and then our final product. So I hope you enjoy it. Like, this is just a fun little short video. Soap I bought, I gave you olive soap. You all got some olive soap. You may want to try using it today. Now, I'm going to tell you something. I've taught boarding and these kind of arts for years. I get on a soapbox about glues. They're always telling you to buy Mod Podge. Did you ever show me Mod Podge? If you ever bring Mod Podge in my class, I will make you leave. They're trying to sell you $25 glue that you can do with school glue. It's the same glue. Anyway, the same thing with what they want us to do with here. There's some things that are important and there's some things that aren't. They keep telling you should buy olive oil soap and avocado soap. Doesn't matter. You can use any soap you want. If you have a black square, put it away. That's you to get to take home. You've got an extra resist. I gave you an extra resist. Now you're going to have 2 pieces of bubble wrap. You're going to have a pool noodle, and you're going to have a mat. Okay. Talking theory here. I watched wet felting from Europe from 10 years ago, 15 years ago, 2 days ago. I've been watching what the community's doing in wet felting. Everything works. It doesn't matter. Now they will tell you that you could, they show you this kind of a voile. It's a very thin material like a voile, and they lay it on the top and you see them pushing on it. Yes, you can have voile and you can press lightly or not. If you really want to, I didn't give you any. If you want to go buy it, Joann's is done. The only time I think that you would want that little voile is if we ever there's a thing where you make these little bugs, little doodle bugs, little fine thing. We're going to work on very fine wings. Yes, but today, no. Now this is not a sushi mat. It is the size of a placemat. Sushi mats are too small. Save your yarn, save your tie. Don't get rid of that tie. That's embellishment. That's sari silk. That tie is sari silk. You don't throw it away. Sari's expensive. So this is your bamboo mat, which you can. Felting is agitation, and it can be done with nothing, with a rolling pin, with a wooden rod, with this. And I discovered that when one person, they would say they had to do it that way, and I try it both ways, and there's no difference, okay? But I just got introduced to the pool noodle. I think it's okay, but if you're using something that's awful small, I don't think it's a good idea. I don't know. Anyway, and then you have bubble wrap. Bubble wrap has a flat side and a bubbly side. Today we're going to make sure that the bubble is touching and the flat side's away. We want to have the bubble touching our wool because it's going to agitate it. And you know where you can get this from if you watch my video? Some of that packaging you get from Amazon for free is bubble wrap in there. You look inside, just save it. Don't throw it away. You don't have to buy bubble wrap. Please God, don't buy bubble wrap. Okay, and then you've got your towel, okay? And then you've got your water. Okay, so let's look at our water. How much soap? One of the things I noticed when I was looking at these classes, sometimes somebody gives you a measurement, and sometimes they just say, put soap. And I used to scream at the set, how much? And now I'm one of them. I can't tell you. Well, this is what I can tell you. You know when you touch soap water and it's slick? Make it a little more slick. There's no such thing as wrong here, unless you didn't put enough. So what you would do, and by the way, I love to use the cheap, we don't have any soaps in, where do we go, Ross's or wherever it is, and it has a little fragrance. I like it because it's nice for my hands and it makes my bowl doesn't so. So this is what I'm going to do.
What up?
I had to get my napkin.
And I don't even know, so just put a whole bunch in and then feel it until it's slick, right? And then the other thing here, if you're going to do it in here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, I don't know, 10, 12, 15, 20, like that. And then And don't forget, you can just put your whole hand on it eventually. So then I just, okay. So then I just put this on here. And it doesn't matter if you use this,
For those of us who have bar soap,
you're just gonna stick the bar soap in that water.
okay, thank you.
Soap is soap.
All of
Okay.
it, or when?
Okay.
Put one of them in there all the time, just let it sit in there to get all, and then put one with your hand. So what you want to do is you want to get it soapy. Now that isn't soapy enough, I can feel it. So you feel yours until it's slick. So until it's slick, it's not correct. So just keep doing it.
I didn't. Yeah, I'm sticky, but it's.
It should feel pretty soapy slick. So go. You really want it slicky slicky. And if you, okay, mine is starting to get that way. You're gonna, see how it's making a little bit of bubbles, but not a whole bunch? That's about right. There's no wrong, except if you put no soap. That could be wrong. Finally found something wrong.
And any kind of soap.
And by the way, you better have a little dry rag. Do you have a dry rag that I told you to have? You can dry your rag. Because we're not going to touch that with wet hands. No. And then if you have a broth is a broth. I don't know if you've seen one, but you just go like this and go like this and it fills up. Okay, so you're going to take, I gave you pre-cut. Now, if you want to make that one over there, the big one, I always do gigantic. All you do is get the shipping tape and tape it together and make it bigger. You can make it any size you want to. Oh, you can use a whole pool noodle. I mean, you can do, and I do gigantic. I don't do miniature. So this is, the fact that I did that small one is amazing for me. I don't do small. So you're gonna have bubble side up, right? Put it right there on you.
Bubble side up.
Bubble
and then
side
we're
up,
gonna
bubble side up.
Bubble side down on the top, right?
Yeah, but,
Got it.
okay. But we're not there yet.
Okay, got it.
You want to have this one ready. Put this one ready on your. You want to have this to dry your hands. You want to have this ready. And now we're going to put down our resist and put the resist right in the center. We're about to get started. I'm so excited. Okay. I love doing this.
Bubble side up.
Now,
And resist.
yeah. And I want your hands dry now. Everybody dry. They're going to dry. So this is it's too much. So I would like you to divide it rough. Did we do thirds or did we do thirds? Try to do it into thirds. It doesn't have to be totally even, don't get crazy, but just about thirds. And do it like this. In the center, you can do it from the center. Rather than from the end, do it from the center. Lay one down and then do the other one, maybe from the middle. Pull it out and then pull it away. Isn't that gorgeous? And now you have 3. Now, these 3 have to go on this side because we measured it's half an ounce, right? This is why you don't have to worry if you have enough. When you use it up, you have enough. Except for one little thing. It's always a little except. I would like you, when we're just, everybody remind everybody, when you get almost done, I want you to save a little bit like this for when we're embellishing on the top. So you can carry some of it. Now remember, what we're going to do right now is the inside of the bowl. No one's ever going to see it. So don't worry. Anyway, so just what I'll remind you as we get to the end, just leave a little bit, you know.
Oh, okay.
And by the way, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't know. Okay, like you don't, somebody said, well, then I got to take even off the other side. You could. So now what we're going to do is, we're going to use this fairly close. So I want you to put your, you cannot have this sitting on this wet, what you're going to do. So let's just put it, just these 2 over to the side and just keep working with water. Now, do you remember that I said there are strands here, right? And they have a length and then they stop. So if you try to grab this like this, what's going to happen? Nothing. You have to find, this is called, I call it fringing. You're going to grab here, and then you're going to get far enough back that when you pull it, I found the magic. See how that pulled apart? And then you're going to go and outside in, you're going to lay it on here. So about An inch to a half an inch goes over and it's not rocket science. An inch to a half an inch, just have it over the side, right? Okay. So you're going to this is an art, okay. You know how when you learn anything, you learn the skills of it. This is a first skill lesson. So you're going to try to find, so if it doesn't pull apart, you're too close. So keep going back, pull, and lay right next to it. Pull and lay.
Are you stretching this piece out?
Nope, nope, you're leaving it like this. Pull and lay. If you see something else that you like better after, or you want to change it after I teach you, this is just me teaching me, right? Okay, now, what we have here is air and wool. Air and wool does not felt. And you can touch this if your hands are dry, but if they're not. Okay, now, can you see your resist? Tell me you can.
No.
Okay, Pat, when you're doing it at home, I'm going to tell you don't do any more than 3 layers, but then you're going to get too thick. But you can do 1, you can do 2 and then a third, and we actually going to have 4 layers. It's really not going to be 2 more. It's going to be a third one. Just do it 1, 2, 3, 4. We have to have the decorate, the part that's fun, but you have to earn it. Okay. So now, so what I'm going to do is we're just going to practice. And the easier it comes off, the more felting you've had happen.
Wow.
Now we are starting side 1 again, aren't we? We're starting side 1 again.
Do we want to flip these over like we did last time?
Yes. Gently fold it over, like this. Sue, take it off and then gently do this. Remember, we're just trying to keep it close. The whole thing is to pull this very close to the resist. You don't care about, lumpiness or anything. I think I got a little far from the edge there. I think I did 1.5 inches or something. That was a little wild. Try not to go quite that far. Any lumps will go away. When you're home, you have to do something to remember. If you break it down like this and you don't do all of it at the same time, you got to remember what you did.
Have an abacus in there.
It should be soapy. I want to see a little soap on there. If there isn't, add a little soap, please. See how mine's a little soapy? Yours is not. I want to see some soapy. You'll never know. I swear to God, you'll never know. I'll tell you what you don't know is if you put a 1/2 ounce on one side and 1 ounce on the other. Good
Then
luck.
you'll know.
Good luck. And you get a problem. But you can repair it. You can just refill it. Do I have a drink, Tom? Thank you, Linda, for doing that. Okay, I'm looking at everybody's got it. Okay. Sue, I want you to hand it to me. Hi, some little short reminders. You've got your project home. You can re-wet it again if you want to dry it, shape it. You can shape it with the balloon. You can shape it with dry rags, pushing it out. You can iron a little bit on it. Yes, you can at wool setting. You can do a lot of things. If you have any questions, you can contact me. You can also add the 50-50 glue with water if you want to stiffen it a little bit. Also gets rid of the fuzzies, remember. So you want to think about getting rid of maybe the fuzzies. But what I saw the product, the class went well. You guys really got it. What I was the most impressed with was your sense of color. You really did a good job because, you know, it moves after you did it, so you couldn't be absolutely certain. And I learned a lot from this class also. I'm going to make some changes in my next class because I learned too. So, but what I saw was success. I saw you guys learning it. But the really important thing right now is repeat it. Get some wool, play with some color. You don't have to do 2 colors, remember. You just did that in my class. You can do 3 colors. Play with it. Just remember that first layer you do is on the inside. You're not going to see it. But you can do 1 color on one side. You can do a different color on the other side. You can do it halfway. And you don't have to cut the center. You can do it on the side. So you can play with it. And that's the fun. But I really want you to try to order something and do it right away so that you can remember it. You can relook at our videos also. The other thing is, let's try to think of, if you really liked it, on this video, do me a favor. There's a comment section. I hope you would like it. That would be nice. But then put a comment to me of maybe what you think you would like to do in the future. Or you don't know yet, but you're interested in having a second class. Let me know that, and then we can talk about that. So that's food for thought. I had a great time. Bye-bye, guys.